Yo, what's good, man? MBS Central, MBS Uncensored, man. Yo, we here, we back at it again, man. So this is the official. No, it's not the official recap. It is just a little recap. Wanted to talk about this event really quick that just went down. No 14, man. What an event, man. Obviously, definitely shout out to the URL. Putting this pay-per-view together. Definitely was trending. Culture definitely was talking about it, and you know it. It was it has it had its highs and lows for this event, man. I'm not gonna say it was a great event. I'm not gonna say it was it was a bad event. It was an alright event though. There were some things that I didn't like. There were some things that I did like. Um, So the event actually started on time. The stream went pretty good, so I definitely have no complaints about that. Nothing was glitching or anything. That A1 quality type of work. Definitely shout out to the URL. Surprise battle, man. The event started. It went down with Swervo and Franchise. I thought it was a good battle. A lot of people didn't like it. It was not the surprise battle I thought would have been. I would have seen something else personally, man. I was not a fan of Swervo and Franchise. Obviously, two up and Franchise. He's been putting in work for quite some time. Swervo's new, up and rising. I would have wanted to see something else, man, as a surprise battle, maybe like a real sick and I don't know, maybe real sick and somebody else, somebody that the culture would want. This was not about that, got me excited when it because when it's a surprise battle, it's like it's gonna hit you with a bang, and obviously it did not hit me with a bang in this battle. Um, when I've heard the first but I've seen the first battle. The crowd was kind of shaky, and I was like, okay, I hope this is not the crowd that we get. Um, and obviously, we move on to the second battle, where actually the start of the card. It was my guy Danny Myers, the Bar God versus T Top, 5-year grudge match. This battle it did not live up to the expectations, man. It wasn't what I expected. Um, I kind of felt like they were sleeping on Danny's material. Call me biased if you want. I kind of felt like they were sleeping on Danny's material. I was surprised that T Top used them angles. And that's what I didn't like. Another thing that I did not like about Danny is that he spent too much time on Lux. And I kind of felt like, because if for me, if you have the battle convincingly won, okay, go at Lux. But he didn't though, so he was just going at him, going at him, going at him. But I actually had Danny winning this battle though, 2-1. The polls seem close. A lot of people say T Top 3-0. I got Danny 2-1, man. I just like the material more. His second round was one of the best rounds of the night. Of that battle. T Top's first was solid, but third round, I had a feeling I was gonna give that round to T Top. And I even told Danny that. Danny had some fire rebuttals also. He had the aerial bar. That was dope. But 2-1, I think it's a debatable battle. Um, and I think it would be great on rewatch. But the crowd was ass, man. At the end of the day, they were horrible, man. They didn't want to react to anything that Danny was saying. I don't know why. I thought it was fire. Um, Going to the next battle, which was Coffee and Jazz. Coffee and Jazz was one of the best battles of the night. Great back and forth. I thought Jazz was a little shaky the start of her first, but Coffee started picking things up, man, and she started winning in the second. Jazz picked things up also. She started, talking about who. talking about who she smashed. Coffee went back. She was listing a whole bunch of battle rappers that Coffee smashed. It was a good battle, good back and forth. Some people, a lot of people had Coffee winning. There was a good amount that had Jazz winning, and Jazz actually won in the polls, man. So that was dope. So it was a great battle, one of the best battles of the night. Going into the next battle, which was oh, before that happened, they actually announced Kings versus Queens 5 this summer. Main event, Jazz versus Tay Rock going down this summer. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Um, Going to the next battle, Miss Hustle. Miss Hustle versus Swamp. I thought this was one gonna be the I was kind of disrespected. It was I called it a smoke break battle. I thought it was gonna be a lackluster battle. Obviously, it wasn't. It was one of the best battles of the night. Swamp and Miss Hustle definitely put on the show. Swamp definitely impressed me. Put on a good showing. A lot of people actually had him winning. He was winning in the polls by a huge margin, but obviously Miss Hustle, man. People, she always people just got her losing in the polls for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they hate her, man. But Miss Hustle's cool though, man. And Miss Hustle proved again that she why she is Wody. I actually had Hustle winning this battle 2-1, possibly a 3-0. You could even debate that. Hustle's just consistent. She's gonna give you the moments, very aggressive, and you don't really get bad performances, chokings, slip ups from Miss Hustle. So I definitely had Miss Hustle in this one. 2-1, 3-0. Can't be mad if you got Swamp. Um Going to the next battle, which was Geechee Gotti versus Fonz. I actually had Geechee in this battle. Um Fonz snapped in the first. He went in the first. And I kind of felt like it was going to be one of those Geechee performances. Geechee's second round was fire, though, man. He had the honey pack bar. That was crazy, man. Geechee started picking it up. Going to the third round, Fonz still continued the trend, man, and he was punching. He was going at Geechee, man. He was not holding anything back. Geechee showed his veteran moxie and knowing how to close out battles, man. This was a close battle, very debatable battle. You can't go wrong with either one. If you say Geechee when you go Fonz win, but I see a lot of people saying Fonz won this battle though. So shout out to Fonz though. I picked against him and he actually won this battle. Um, and I'm just doing a quick recap. I'm not gonna break everything down. We're gonna be doing more of an official recap with the guys from the MBS team and Danny this Monday. So make sure you go check that out. So just a little quick details, talk about the event a little bit. Um Now going to the main event, the co-main event, Tay Rock versus um Jerry West. I thought this was gonna be my battle of the night. First round for Tay Rock, he started very slow, and what the thing with Rock is he tends to start his first round slow, but he'll heat up in the second. And I felt like that's what Rock did in the first round. Jerry West, he did his thing in the first, though. He set the tone in the first, and I had him up one. Tay Rock's second was fire. Closes out on the perfect time with a crazy haymaker that shook the building, and you were gonna get rock type of bars, gun bars, headbutt, you know, and buck 50, all of that, man. Rock gave you that. Um, Jerry West second, I thought it was all right though. I thought it was all right. You could actually debate. He won the second also, but I actually edged that to Rock. The third round, man, I said it was a toss up between the third round, and I actually gave that third round to Jerry West. Even though Jerry West losing in the polls, I actually have Jerry West winning, man. I just thought his was more cleaner, it was more creative. Um, and there's one thing I did. Brock mentioned something about Jerry West winning 5 rings. Jerry West did not win 5 rings. So that is a loss for me. So I'm definitely going with Jerry West in this one, 2-1. And once again, man, throughout this battle, the crowd was asleep. They were very disappointing, and I was not a big fan of that. I gave let people know how I felt towards it, and especially with being at a Nome event, just not used to being in Orlando. Nome was always in Houston. Um, so they're getting ready for Lux and Rum. Um, and they nearly announced the entire card for Kings versus Queens. They dropped like 3, 4 trailers. They released Rock versus Jazz, Geechee versus Hustle, Rum Nitty versus KCJ, John the Don versus Coffee. All fire matchups, man. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be announcing more, but they're gonna be this summer with those 4 battles. Going to the main event, people started packing up, and I was curious of how this battle was gonna turn out, but obviously, this battle actually turned out great. This was my battle of the night. This was the best battle of the night. Um, they did not disappoint you. Lux showed everybody why he is the god tier, one of the best writers in the game, and that you can't you can't mess with Lux, man. Lux first round was all right. I thought it was decent. Rum was rum. Um, a lot of Lux flips. He started his round with impersonations. And I just like rum material in the first round. I gave him the first round. A second round looks clear in this one. You could actually stay clear, but Rum's second was crazy too. But I think Lux was just on a different level in the second round, and it was just hard for Rum to beat that. And it comes down to the third. And it's basically pick your poison, the preference of what you like in this battle. A lot of people thought Lux third was fire. I thought it was all right. I thought it was beatable. And I think Rum kind of edged that third round to me, man. I just like his material and his content more. And it's just my preference, though. I just like the bars and the punches, the writing, the lyrical miracle type of stuff, man. That's cool. Some people like it, but I just like what I like. And personally, I had Rum Nitty winning this battle, and it came down to the third round for me. Um, can't be mad if somebody has Lux, but you could to is a was a 2-1 battle for me, and I that's how I had the battle. I think the crowd definitely picked it up in that very main event. Um, it was an alright event, man. I'm gonna give it a 7, man. I just thought the performances, man, it just some of it wasn't there. I think some of the battles did not live to expectations. Huge highlight in the moment. Coffee and Hustle actually squashed their beef during one of the portions of the show. Um, but yeah, those were my highs and lows, man. It was an alright event. It was very good. Definitely better than Volume, what they did last time. So, it was good what they did though. So I would say it was a successful event for the URL. Did it live up to the hype and expectations? The main event definitely did, but as far as the rest of the card, I don't think it did to me. Just my opinion. I kind of expected more from certain battles, and we did not get that. But it was better than the volume card, though. That's for sure. Battle Night, Rum versus Lux, performance of the night. Whew. Performance of the night. That's tough, man. It's gonna either go down with Swamp or Miss Hustle to me, man. I think that's the performance of the night. I think those are the standout performers. You could throw Lux and Rum in there, but those two definitely stood out to me for a performance of the night. But shoot, man, I just wanted to come here, give you a quick recap. Not gonna spend here too long on it because we're gonna dive in, go more into detail with our official recap on Monday. But that's my quick recap. Just talk about the event. Let me know what you guys thought, man. MBS Uncensored. I'm your boy Keo. Till then, man, this is the Gnome 14 recap. We'll see you next time.